Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to some more disc golf media coverage. We are here with the 2022 Heatland Open presented by Kastaplast. We've got round 3 lead card front 9 action for you. Beautiful day out here on the Sunday in southern Sweden. We are here just about 7 hours from Kokkedal, the last stop on the Euro Tour. I'm Tony Ferro.
And with him as always, Cornelius Farnsworth. This is the round 3 front 9 edition of the Ferro Farnsworth commentary team. You guys ready? Elias is ready.
Elias.
He blew it up round 2.
Starting crazy with round 2. Huge hyzer bombs we were watching all round 2.
Pekka blowing it up from the putting green.
Tied with Elias is Pekka. And only one stroke back, we have Hakon. We saw him on round 1. Big arms, huge putts from this guy. And even bigger putts coming from this man himself, Hjalte Jensen, 1001 out of Denmark.
Just a regular customer on the more disc golf coverage lately.
Real familiar face, that's for sure. Well, here we get a look at the leaderboard. It is very tight at the top 5. A couple strokes separating there on the lower end, but still, anybody can get a big hot round coming. Let's get into some action. Well, we got hole 1, par 3, 116 meters. This is an island hole to start you off. You're going to have to clear the roadway here, get into this land area. But be careful because, like we saw, this OB on the left side is very tight to the basket. Putts can fly out of bounds. Really got to control.
It's more like drives can kick out of bounds.
Drives could easily kick out of bounds, but putts could also go out of bounds as well. Oh.
All right, then.
Let's do this. Elias up.
Hey, wait a minute. They stopped the music.
Big pumping hyzer from Elias. Coming up just a bit short, but he's circle's edge, just maybe a little bit outside.
Oh, where are we going with this one?
And now we're flip-flopping.
Nice.
I like this. I like your style, Pekka.
Yeah, that's hot.
Soft hyzer. Little bit short, though. That's going to be outside the
dangerous
circle.
Putt coming up.
Ooh, soul music here. Oh, with the timing.
That lit off right as he threw it. He's practiced that.
You can tell he
nice
did that
touch.
A couple times. Hakon, I give you props on
Not
that
bad.
one. That was not gone unnoticed. That did not go unnoticed, buddy.
It won't go unnoticed on the scorecard either.
That was
just drop in birdie, basically.
Tap in. Last but not least, Hjalte Jensen up. Soft hyzer as well, coming right at the basket.
That's the way to do it.
Just a tad bit short, but inside the circle, gutting for that birdie. With a couple of big putts, we could see a star frame on the first hole here. That would be unusual.
Oh
wow.
My
gosh.
Holy cow.
Well, Pekka's going to start us off.
He just showed us a whole different skill. He's really a hyzer putter from his natural style.
And he straight flexed that in there.
There's no jump. It was just an awesome circle 2 putt. Not wanting any of that.
Elias not even fazed by that putt, just taking the smart play, laying it up.
Wow.
Hakon will take the birdie, though. He will tie for second now.
What a cool way to start final round.
Hjalte to finish it off. He will also go to 13 under and in a three-way tie for second place. What a start by the Finn. Pekka is really making a statement early with that huge putt.
He just needs to see the basket at this point. And there's a darn good chance he's going to make it.
Let's see what he can do here. Hole 2, par 4, 230 meters. Most of these big boys are looking to get over the layup landing zone, get over the bushes here, into the safe zone in front of this wall of trees. Set yourself up for the uphill approach on this tree trunk filled green. OB behind the basket. Got to really control the speed here. But a good par 4 to get.
Yeah, look for some scoring differential on this hole. This thing's basically the second hardest hole on the course throughout the entire tournament. So it gave people a lot of trouble.
Pekka up first, and I think he stalled out a little bit too much and could possibly be OB left on that drive. Hakon with the hyzer flip, but looking to be also a bit too far left. That is safe, though.
That's the landing zone. That's the edge of it.
That's the very edge of the landing zone. Interesting, we were seeing a much different approach from these guys in previous rounds. Hjalte showing us the route with the drone coverage.
Oh, that's a good shot of the green. That's nice to see that, actually.
Definitely. A little bit right side for Hjalte, catching some bushes, but he broke through and will be on the dance floor to get up and down for the birdie.
Nice
Elias,
shape on this one.
Oh, yeah. Just squeaking over the OB line, though. Look at that face. Woo! Yeah.
I'm telling you, he flipped that hat up about mid-round 2, and he's been on a tear ever since.
Could be the omen he needs. Pekka up first. Looks like he was OB. He took it on the short side.
And you do not want to go in there.
That is inside left, and that looks like jail.
It's not OB, but it's a natural OB, huh?
Hakon from the corner of the inbounds. Soft hyzer. This has got to get down.
That'll be fine.
He's right on the fringe. That should be in putting zone. In his putting zone.
Oh, look at that. It's a great angle of the approach. He's got to choose left or right. So he went for the direct approach.
My type of line.
Yeah, left, it's clear why you wouldn't want to risk playing over there.
Squeaking it up there. He should be about 5-6 meters out. Well done from Elias. Hjalte. Hyzer. That looks great. Oh, Pekka in the rough. Going tomahawk out, just barely squeaking out of there. And this will be to save the par. Can he do it again? Oh, right off the cage. Well, this guy is definitely feeling the putter early. Unfortunately, going to take a... What, is that a bogey or a double bogey? Because he had the OB.
Well, again, like we mentioned, this is
That
actually a
will be
par
the
4,
double.
correct? Not as we're seeing it at this point.
Yeah, that'll be a double, unfortunately, for Pekka. Hakon was unable to capitalize on that birdie putt, just a little bit too low.
Elias
Elias,
needs this one.
great hit.
Putt's looking really nice early on.
Smooth straddle putt, uphill, right in the center of the basket. Hjalte to do the same. And he will also capitalize, going to 14 down. And now we have a three-way tie on the top.
This is more disc golf. Every single one of these Euro Tour events is just going down to the last putt, last hole. I mean, look at this early on final round.
Sorry,
great.
Unfortunately, I spoke too soon.
Yeah,
Pekka did take that double. He is going to now be tied with Hakon that just took a bogey.
That's still close up top.
Seems like Hakon was also OB on that drive. Anyways, we shall move on. Forget that hole. Move to hole 3. Par 3, 108 meters. This is a righty sidearm flex shot with a late Mando right by the green. Risk reward on this play. You going to take the sidearm flex shot, or are you going to backhand hyzer and lay it up? Hjalte wants nothing to do with the layup. He is going aggressive, and he gets it. That's the best drive we've seen so far.
That looks like something he could run.
It's a downhill, bit scary. Can have quite a big putt going. Oh, but this looks nice too. Look at this. Soft hyzer, super safe, but still looking right at the basket. Maybe 20 meters out.
Okay, here we go. He's got the forehand flex for this shot.
And this is a fairway driver. This definitely is going to have some flex out on it. Oh,
and he got it.
Going a little bit long, squeaking through some trees.
It's just really tricky with that proper Anheuser angle, like you mentioned last round. I mean, that to me looked like less angle than we've seen from other attempts, but that was also
direct.
too much.
It was too low, too direct. You really need to have it be high in the air, doing an Annie for a long time, and stalling. And then somehow flexing way late in the flight to then land on a downhill slope. Pekka up first, coming up with his nice layup shot, going for the crazy man putt right over the top of the basket. Still landing only about 5 meters away. He is on from circle 2 and beyond with that putter. Elias just laying it up. Hakon looks like he's giving it a go.
He did a nice, safe go, actually. It didn't go.
Little deep. He'll have quite an uphill putt coming back, but it's not too big. With his size, it should be a bit more level than some of us normal height people.
That was literally a half go. That's the only way that you could say.
Well said. Well said. Slight uphill putt for Hakon size.
True. But he still had a lot of respect for that little thing on the 2-meter high basket.
Pekka.
At least.
Easy par. Looks like we're going to have a nice star par frame.
Well, interesting
How many birdies did this get?
3.
Wow. Do you know who got the birdie?
Okay, we're going to do our best here, as we always do. Shout out to Erld Knudsen, Elias Saarinen, and Hampus Sellen. So
well,
3 birdies out of the entire field.
3.
This is a standout hole with that kind of information. That's
if you guys are watching,
Jeez.
I would love for you to leave in the comments how you did it.
Mm-hmm.
That would be very, very high on my interested scale. Let's go to hole 4. Another short par 3, 77 meters. This is a left to right slanting fairway again with downhill towards the green, as we're seeing here. Really just want to make that gap off the tee. Let the disc filter over. Get yourself on the green here. This is one of the shortest holes on the course, if not the shortest. You really want to get this shot. But as we saw in previous rounds, it can still have some teeth.
Yes, it can. Oh, that's a much higher route than we've seen before.
I
That
didn't
pay
like
off.
that right out of the hand.
No, I don't think that's the right way to go about this hole.
That looks a bit better on
Correct.
the height. Does he have the distance? Oh, he sure does. Elias putting it right at 5 meters. Great shot.
Looks like a mid-range.
I would call this an A2. Without seeing the disc, that would be my guess.
Just a little too much on that. It kept straight for too long.
Hakon problems. But he will be circle 2 still. Downhill putting. No OB really on this hole. Can still give it a go.
All right, Pekka needs to make a move now to get in the running for this. Oh, that was...
too straight for Pekka.
He's thinking now 3. That's it. 2 is basically out of the question.
He's thinking, I got to get through all these trees still to get the 3. Hjalte will be up first. Is this... Okay. That had the height to go past the chains.
We're aware of his range. Circle 2 and beyond.
I'm starting to question where his range ends. But
a smart play there.
he had a little bit better of a line than it looked like from the catch cam angle. Hakon is for sure running this. Oh. Catching the band.
Yeah, he's just so tall. That was slightly downhill.
Dude, that was way downhill for Hakon.
Mm-hmm. I'd
All
say
right,
this.
Hjalte.
I'll give this 85.6% chance.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but then the problem is there's that other 14.4%, you know?
Yeah, just a little short arm. Didn't
Sorry,
get enough
Hjalte.
height. No, that's
Okay.
another shorty. That was the birdie attempt for Elias. Too bad. That would have been a big one to capitalize on.
Yeah, for sure.
Hjalte, unfortunately, taking the bogey. Hakon with the par.
Not the hole to bogey, especially when it's coming down to the stretch here. Just one of the few holes on the course that averaged under par. So a bogey's losing a lot of ground, unfortunately.
No doubt. This is one that has the least amount of risk factors, I would say, on almost the whole course.
Kastaplast.
Hole 5, par 3, 107 meters. This is just a little bit longer version, I would say, of the previous hole. It's just a tunnel shot to hit off the tee and then let that disc filter a bit to the right. Slightly downhill, slanting left to right green. Trees all the way around. Really just hit the line, let it filter. You can get this birdie.
Yeah, good luck. This was the 34th easiest hole on the course, and it averaged 12.3.
You might want to check those numbers again, Cornelius. I kind of
I
not
see what I was looking
following
at
you
now.
there.
It was the metric system that threw me off.
Aha.
Yep. Now this is it fell right in the middle. But this was also averaging under par, so I think we'll see some birdies from these guys. I can't believe that happened. It's weird.
Hakon flipping a mid-range up. Come on, Anheuser. Oh, so close. Last guardian tree in the middle of the fairway. Looking for the reverse skip on that left to right slanting fairway.
Yeah, but he can nail that putt.
Absolutely. Pekka up next.
Yeah, and fittingly, all four of these guys have really solid putts. So this is going to be fun to watch.
Oh, he got a little bit of filter. That's for sure in his range.
Would you putt that from the knee, something like that, with such an extreme, or do you just kind of...
I'm not a real big knee putter myself. I like to have the room, because I'm a straddle putter. I like to have the room below me to pendulum my arm enough. Knee putting kind of inhibits that.
In centimeters, I don't know, what are you, about 247 centimeters high?
Close, 174.
174. All right, again, this is not easy for us, and we've been here for a while, but we still actually have no idea how the numbers work.
At least one of us doesn't.
Anyway, hole 5.
Oh, Hjalte knew that right out of the hand that was just too low. Oh, and he's going to get a nice replay to say, not today.
What a line that he chose to attack that with. It
He's
seemed like
so on line with those putts, though, too.
I guess maybe it looked a little bigger from his angle, but he snaked that in there.
Hakon up.
I like his
outside
chances.
The circle. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's frustrating. That's a frustrating day, because I'd say he was out on the putting green and just knocking these things in, and he's off by a couple inches.
You're giving it the go. You're just giving it too much go. And now Pekka probably saw that. Didn't want to do the same thing. Left it a little bit too low on that downhill putt.
That's happened a couple times for this group. You just kind of see him chain a few misses together, unfortunately.
Yeah, this is unfortunately going to be a star par frame.
They're making mistakes at the same time, so then nothing happens. There's no movement on the card.
Unfortunate one to give up. Few chances, nobody could capitalize. But we can move on and keep on pushing on. Hole 6, par 3, 113 meters. This is just either a straight shot through the gap, or you can flex something a little bit with an overstable disc, filter it in left. Just make sure you don't go right, as the entire right side is OB. How'd this come in? This seems like about a middle difficulty hole to me.
Exactly in the middle. I don't know how you knew that, but
Gosh, I'm just good.
Go play the Mega Ball Millions jackpot.
Oh, we got Elias up first. He went the wide route, and look
he
at
went the ace route.
Oh, nice shot.
That was legit.
Yeah.
Well, he's the only one on the card bogey free so far today, so momentum on his side, and well, yeah, he's in the lead. So
that was
a big time to throw that shot.
As Hakon just a little bit tighter, a little bit straighter of a line, skipping a little bit long, just outside the circle. He'll have about a 13-meter putt coming back for bird.
I mean, I can see the difficulty. They're needing to put a lot of speed on it to hit their line but they wanted to slow down on the green. I mean, that's a tough thing to ask for.
It is. It requires a lot of disc control. And unfortunately, Pekka holding on a bit too long to the disc, catching one of the first
Look at
trees on
this
the
one.
right. And that was a fantastic redirect by Hjalte. He should be very happy with that result.
Do you think he's got to look at a 2?
He might. I mean,
That'd
well,
be miraculous.
sorry. I'm sure he has some kind of a look for 2.
He just
with
needs to
his
see the
putt.
basket. If you watch the round 2 coverage, he puts on a show.
Yeah, I mean, this we've already seen is
Right
in
now,
his
he's
range.
expecting, for him, it's already in. You know, he just kind of has to throw it up there. No, he actually laid that up. It's a rare layup.
That was rare, but maybe because there's the little drop off behind the basket, left to right slope. Pekka, oh, great bid. Love the high floaty putt. Just let it drop into the basket.
It's really good speed control. And he develops a lot of spin. He curls his wrist in just a little bit, but not too much arm motion. And speaking of not too much arm motion, this is a very clean putting style here, people.
Hakon up. No, it did not. Oh my gosh. Look at it
geez.
hanging, just nubby nubbed.
Come on, Nubs.
Oh,
Come on, Nubs.
that ain't cool.
Give some love, Nubs.
And there's the lone birdie from Elias. That'll bring him to 15 down, and he has got a 2-stroke lead.
Damn. He just didn't get any nub love.
That's tough. That's tough to watch.
Yeah, it's also Pekka. Excellent putt. Well, I mean, he couldn't do anything more than that. A lot of times it'll hit the band like that and drop straight down in.
That's true.
So,
Well,
bummer.
keep pushing forward.
Bummer,
We got
dude.
nice, tough hole to back that one up. Hole 7, par 4, 133 meters. Don't believe that's true on the on the line, but we got 2 Mandos to pass on the right-hand side. Big boys are going to be trying to push aggressive, get past both Mandos, end up a little bit right side fairway, set yourself up for the approach through lots of trees. Green is surrounded by quite a few more. As we see, 155 meters was the distance. Did sound a bit off.
Yeah, in case you can't tell, this is just consistently one of the top 3 hardest holes for these guys, all 3 rounds.
2 very well placed
What's
shots.
the conservative play here? A mid-range just to land it up there and set up for a second shot, or to play it for 3 shots?
To
into
be
the
honest,
circle?
with the amount of trees, you have just as much of a risk to lay it up than you do going
that's not
for it.
good.
But it's not missing the Mando because that's a wall basically. But you're going to have to get around that wall still, which is
Yeah, I
pretty
want to
much
see where he's
worse
at.
than
I mean,
missing
to me,
the
it looked
Mando.
like he missed the Mando. Yeah.
I think he hit that Guardian wall, and I think the wall is the Mando.
Now that's got forward progress.
That
Oh, those people were in serious
is
danger.
crushed.
I mean, how fast did he throw that?
He's so upset it went through everything. Maybe it's a bit too far right. In the bushes, obviously deep, but man, you broke through all
Oh,
the trees.
that's
This is
clean.
pure. Oh,
That was the one. That kid's got game.
that is awesome. Fantastic drive from Pekka. Way to stop the bleeding. Give yourself some confidence boost with that pure line. Hakon up first. I believe you were right. I believe he did miss the Mando from there because that looked like he took it out to the drop zone.
Well, he also has a huge range with his putter, so he has a chance to maybe save a 4.
Elias. What a sidearm through the woods.
Okay, he's officially the one to beat right now, and he's starting to separate himself.
That'll be a tap-in birdie to
Absolutely.
go back-to-back birdies on 2 very difficult holes.
That's a solid approach.
Pekka as well. Great approach.
I completely
Couldn't agree more.
You as well, Tony?
No doubt. That was
Jeez.
well put.
You guys
well
couldn't.
said.
We couldn't have said it better ourselves, actually.
Hjalte up with a stretched out patent pending. Just catches one of the guardian trees.
Yeah, he knew he was in trouble off the tee.
Yeah, showing some real signs of frustration here.
Mm-hmm.
Really got to get back to your center.
Well, he's trying to take a run at this thing, and he's thinking, how can I birdie and score? I got to catch up to Elias, and, this doesn't make it any easier.
Still has 10, 11 holes to go. Only 2 back. There's lots of time to capitalize. Just keep yourself under control and fight until the end. The very, very end.
But also, that was a smart play from Hakon, to lay that up. And he's taking a bogey there, and that's enough. Just giving up 1 stroke, move on.
Very true. Take your medicine.
I bet it was a tough decision.
It's always a tough decision to take a bogey. To purposely take a bogey.
And Gilligan knocks in a birdie.
Tap in.
Now I can't unsee it.
That's going to go 3 down for the first 7 holes. Well on his way to making a big statement early on that this is his event to lose, and everybody else has got to catch him. We move on to hole 8, 88 meters, par 3. As we saw in previous rounds, this is a big sky hyzer, or you can take a sidearm Annie, but the angle is very, very difficult to hit. It is very tight, very awkward line to make. Elias showing us the sidearm Annie route, but he looks to be a bit too wide right. Pekka going backhand. Huge hyzer, but inside, catching some cabbage. He's going to be in the middle of the trees. Scramble mode has engaged once again. Hakon, sidearm Annie. Also wide right, catching a tree and ricocheting right.
I mean, he's got a strong sidearm Annie game, actually. He's pulling that out often out here in the woods.
He's got lots of power. If you can do it, it's a lot easier to watch your line the entire time with a sidearm.
And like you said, the frustration continuing to add up a bit at this point. But he's only 3 strokes out of the lead, so
he has to remember that, keep that in his head, that he is still in the fight and he needs to keep pushing.
I definitely see a different attitude from him, from the player, from round 2.
I definitely agree.
He was at ease. He was attacking these jump putts, having a good time, even when he missed. And right now, he is stoic and... Yeah, just get it under control. Next hole, start attacking again.
Exactly. Focus on your routine. Get back down to form. Focus on the basics. Hakon up. Huge putt attempt. Just a bit wide right and a bit high. But right there for the par.
Yeah, but Hakon was expecting to be a few under par at this point. You know, and he's sitting here at even par after 8 holes.
I'm sure all of these guys were looking to be under par at this point, but
in very scoreable conditions. Again, there's no wind. I mean, yeah, they're in the woods. The wind isn't the biggest factor anyway, usually, but
the back nine is the scoreable of the 2 9s, I would say.
I would say as well.
So just as long as you hang on the front, minimize the damage. Excuse me. I think the back nine is where you can really, really attack and make your push to try and fight for some positioning.
Well, the back nine sounds interesting and all, but they got to get through this thing first. This gauntlet. No, I'm just kidding. It's the easiest hole on the course.
Hole 9, par 3, 80 meters. You got the triple Mando right off the tee, the corridor. Once you get through that, it's pretty straightforward, let's say. A few trees in the way, just got to hit the gap, get through there, let your disc filter down. This is going to be most likely a righty sidearm hyzer. I think all our players got this in the bag. Elias up first. Something
Righty
real
sidearm
overstable.
hyzer.
Yes. Righty sidearm hyzer. I said that right.
No, okay. In the end,
It made me question my own words.
That's what I'm here for.
Elias.
Otherwise, you can say whatever the heck you want. It'd be like
showing
anarchy.
us the way with the sidearm, putting it a little bit deep right, but that is beautiful. Pekka, unfortunately, too straight with the sidearm shot, catching some of the guardian trees, leaving him up the hill.
Yeah, but a couple bad breaks doesn't really affect Pekka from what we've seen now in a couple rounds. You know, he just keeps a really even keel.
Ice water in the veins.
He's under control, and he'll just keep attacking, and eventually he's going to hit some big putts here for us, and I'm pretty sure he's going to show us something before the end of the day.
Well, Hakon doesn't have much to putt. He is inside the bullseye, possibly 5 meters at max. Hjalte putting it just outside the circle, but he is still well within his range. Pekka, this is a run. Oh.
Wow. He's got all those little dirt hills that he could possibly hit, and it just stops right there. So it was a low-risk attempt.
I just love this enthusiasm from these youngins. They are just running everything.
He's back.
Hjalte with the stepper.
That was big time.
In there. Finish the front 9 off with a birdie. That's the way to do it. Elias with the same. He will be 4 down in the front 9. 17 down overall with a 3-stroke lead on the card.
Great start. Great front 9.
Hakon.
Yeah, I was afraid he was going to hit the band on this one as well.
5 meters-ish. Little high, but he's been a little high all morning. That's probably not morning for them anymore. All front 9. Pekka taps in the par, and that'll close out the front 9 of
that was
round
a nice
3.
One.
Lots of swing shifts, but Elias is looking to be pulling away just a little bit here with the 3-stroke lead on the card. I'll be curious how that chase card is doing, as they were not far behind.
Do you think that'll affect how he plays? Is he going to be more aggressive or let the other guys make mistakes?
Well, they always have live scoring.
He's got a 3-stroke lead on Hjalte.
Well, we see Knut and Ronny Luukkonen are both tied at 12 down, along with Ketro.
Oh, it's getting interesting.
There's a battle to be had. 5 strokes. Somebody could get cold, somebody could get hot.
This is the Euro Tour, people.
Stay tuned, like and subscribe. Ferro Farnsworth commentary.